Hello, guys. Crazy week that we are having in the NFL right now. So yeah, it's nothing much to really say about the NFL in real life. Bo Nix injured, but he still led the Broncos to the win. Seahawks blow out the 49ers. Not even close. So yeah, I decided that I'm gonna make a Pittsburgh Steelers rebuild in Madden because they were one and done. Mike Tomlin got fired. But there is a new head coach in town. He is a former Pittsburgh Steeler who played tight end for them. I'll show you just a sec. But yeah, it's his name is Heath Miller. Played tight end for Pittsburgh. Like I just said, with Ben Roethlisberger, he had a good career. The Steelers were figuring out their head coaching, and they think he'll be a perfect fit for him. Pittsburgh decided to hire their former player. So yeah, don't. So yeah, the playoff picture. Somehow Madden put me at like week 16. I did not put the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. No, I didn't. Let me show you it. So the playoff picture, the Eagles are supposed to be eliminated in the first round. Panthers, they should have been eliminated. But yeah, let's pretend this playoff picture didn't really happen. But somehow the Eagles did go back to back according to Madden. When I advance from week 16 all the way to the off season. So yeah, I did not force the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. They just won. Even though both teams were first rounded, they both made the Super Bowl. Chargers and Eagles. Alright, let's see what some upgrades we
The
got
players on your
here.
team quickly upgrade your team at the end. These are player tags. Players with tags.
He's a power rusher. I'll upgrade him. Alright, I'm gonna upgrade this defensive tackle. What's up? Update his nose tackle. I feel like the rest of the players, I probably won't matter. So I might just auto upgrade all of them. Yeah. I'll just auto upgrade all those and just move on. And I gotta choose a draft class realistically. I'll download this draft class. It's realistic. Gonna make it realistic as possible there. do have the actual prospects. Then you got Drew Auer, Winoria Sellers, Carson Beck, Garrett Nussmeier, Klubnik from Clemson. Yeah, you get the drill. Jeremiah Love. So yeah. Just to get the realistic draft roster in there. I can try to look at this mock draft if it will let me. Probably not. I'm gonna advance to next week or before. I'm gonna probably have to fire my offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator and start fresh. Sorry for parting ways. Just doing business. This is a whole. So yeah, I'm gonna view a good offensive coordinator that I could probably bring in. That's funny. I could bring in Mike Tomlin right back. But that's not realistic. We're not going to do that. We're not going to bring Mike Tomlin back as the offensive coordinator. And plus McDaniels is supposed to be fired and Dable, same thing too. They're just not there. It's alright. Oh. Nick Gregory. Probably thinking maybe going with Scott Smith. But yeah, definitely not Mike Tomlin. So I'm probably gonna hire Scott Smith. He kind of looks solid and promising to be the new offensive coordinator for us. So welcome to the team, Scott Smith, as your new Steelers offensive coordinator. Now we got to look at defensive coordinator. And it's still giving me Mike Tomlin as a defensive coordinator too. Eric Cousin. I'll probably depend on Jason Bruck. Probably hire the highest level one. Or I might just go hire Robert. Okay, how about Roger? Alright, Roger Kaler, welcome to the defensive coordinator. So yeah, our staff that we hired is completely brand new. Maybe upgrade field general with this guy. Cool under pressure. Alright. Definitely need a good run defense. And a no-fly zone. I'm gonna have a head coach trait. that's pretty much about it for head coaches for Coach Central. So yeah, next week it says staff week. Storyline staff improvement. Let's see what's going on over there.
One
Refresh
season
the
ends and
page.
the work begins on the next for players and coaches. Their goals are the same. Find weaker areas and make them strengths to bring into a new year.
Look forward. Being a great leader is about the role you play in creating the identity for your team for our defense. I feel like we can stop the run, but maybe we can lock down the passing game too. We have potential to stop the run because we got TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward. Impact the run game. What aspect should I focus on? Yeah, probably keep the runners from getting the outside. Probably need to focus on the edges because the inside we're doing solid. Depends what players. Yeah. Alright, see you next year. Looks like Kirk Cousins got cut by the Falcons. Let me look who we can resign for this team.
These players are on the last year of their contract.
Okay, Asante Samuel is in his contract year. Jabril Peppers, Kenneth Gainwell. I like Gainwell, but I don't know if we're going to keep him, though. That's probably the rest of these players. Probably not a good idea to bring back. I don't know if I could bring all those guys back.
You can start 4 with preset contract offer.
I mean, he has a little bit of interest. I'm going to probably give him not so much money. I'll give him a 2-year deal. And how about, I'll give you a 4.5 mil and 3 million bonus. Okay, he's coming back. Holcomb, I don't think he's going to be coming back. He has no re-sign interest. Jabril Peppers, I'm probably going to let him walk. Chuck Clark, H. Verdi, yeah, I'm going to probably the rest of these guys are going to probably wet walk. So let's see in free agency. Are there any very good
There are
free
3
agents out
evaluation
there?
periods within each stage where players...
Brendan Aubrey is the top option. So if we do need a kicker, yeah, there's the best one available. Quarterbacks in free agency sucks. Like, bad. I do not know about Daniel Jones, though. I mean, maybe he might do well. But I just don't have a good feeling of it in him in Pittsburgh. Justin Fields, no. Did play with Pittsburgh, didn't do so well. Mariota, yeah. Kirk is at his age. It's going to be hard for him to get a starting job. Yeah, the free agency market for quarterbacks kind of stink. But what do we need upgraded for our team, though? Definitely not kicker. We already got Boswell. I need to look at my roster and see. So we definitely might need a right guard and a left tackle. Definitely need some offensive lineman help. And maybe get a receiver. But we could take the best one available in free agency. Kevin Zeitler, and probably bring him in for probably a cheap option. Or we could just get a solid right guard that's young. Evan Neal. I mean, we could definitely develop him into being a good offensive lineman, but in real life, it's kind of been rough for him. But it says his tag is a future starter. Let me get him like a 2-year deal. But we are the only offer for Evan Neal. Blake Cashman's the only will that's probably available. Could get Alex Singleton from the Denver Broncos. Huh. Stephon Gilmore, I didn't know he still plays in the league right now. Yeah, left tackle we definitely need right now. Or we could just trust Broderick Jones. Let's just say I'm kind of have trust in Broderick Jones. I'll give him a chance. Tight end room, we are good. Receiver, we'll probably might need to pick up a solid one. Or we might have to draft one. Because Tate is right there if you want to get Tate. Or we could just trade for a receiver that's on the trade target right now. And running back, we could just maybe pick up a running back too. Probably under Jalen Warren. Maybe we could bring in Keaton Mitchell from Baltimore. He's a star development. We could definitely develop Keaton Mitchell into like a stud. I'll give him probably 3 years. And I think we are in the lead for Keaton Mitchell. Yeah, we are. So yeah, I'm probably going to see what we're going to do. So, alright, I'm going to evaluate the offers right now. Okay, we got Keaton Mitchell. We got Evan Neal. But is the right guard not wanting to sign with us? Wait, yeah, we already got him. Sorry. Wandale Robinson goes to Seattle. Romeo Dobbs. We could bring Juju back, but he would be probably a receiver free. We could definitely bring back Juju Smith. But yeah, we need somebody to pair up with Mr. DK Metcalf because I have no clue for Mr. Roman Wilson. But we could definitely bring in Juju. Maybe bring him back for only about a year. But we are Juju Smith's only offer. But we did get Juju back on the Steelers. That's an improvement, I guess. Brandon Aubrey is still a free agent. I don't know. Should I maybe pick up Brandon Aubrey? We could go Quentin Wake for safety. Because Jalen Ramsey is getting up there in age. Quentin Wake is still a young player. Okay, how about this? I'll give you a contract, Quentin. If you don't want to join, it's fine. But if you want, or we could just bring back Isaac Samilio. For probably maybe 2 more years. He's kind of like at age 32, I believe. Okay, one more offer. Evaluate. We're still trying to get Quentin Wake. So Samalu is, we are in his lead. I'm going to advance to next week to stage 2. So yeah, I'm just going to probably advance to next week. Brandon Aubrey's still not picked up. Quinn Wake is still there, and we did get our offensive lineman back. Quinn Wake is still not wanting to join the Steelers right now. But I did advance, and then we got Quinn Wake. I feel that's only about it for free agency. I don't think I'm going to go quarterback here in this specific. Danny Dimes, I don't know. That's probably not going to work. It's probably just... Samuel is a corner, not a safety. Does this mean that we might have to trade Deshaun Elliott? I think we should do it. Or we might keep him. Cannot edit player. How about this? How about we switch Quinn Wake to free safety? I mean, he's a strong safety, but he could probably maybe do free safety. So I'm gonna switch Quentin Wake to free safety. Switch positions. Don't get why he's starting over Quentin. I probably have to change that in the depth chart. Let me get this working. Quentin, you are the starter. Yes, put him on top. There we go. Got free safety at a B. Kyle Duggar. He's at H30 though. Free agency, stage free. Probably not going to do a whole lot. But should probably look at the mock drafts. Or the mock drafts are just not going to load. We could try to get Fernando Mendoza from the Indiana Hoosiers. Or we could go Dante Moore. But in real life, Dante Moore is staying with Oregon. He decided to do that. So yeah, we definitely might have to go quarterback. Pro Days stock down. Bain Jr. Stock rising for Jeremiah Love. Yeah, it's not a surprise. Should we draft a quarterback or should we trade for one? I don't know if there's anything on the trade market for a quarterback right now. Definitely not William Levis. Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, there's nobody. Dylan Gabriel? No. Let's look at quarterback. Should we try to get Murray in Pittsburgh? Let's see. What's some other options? No available players. What happened to Patrick Mahomes? I mean, I know he's hurt, but like, dang, there's no quarterback. Tua, maybe. I don't know how Phillip Rivers joined the Falcons, but he did. He's still playing the NFL right now. Mac Jones, Jackson Dart, Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, Jets don't have very good quarterbacks. Dang, there's not very much good options. Or we could trade for Jalen Milroe. Or we might have to do Will Howard. develop Will Howard into a quarterback. I like Jalen Milroe. I'm gonna see about that. Or JJ McCarthy. We could definitely try. Because I know he's having a rough time over there in Minnesota. But they're probably going to keep him for another year anyways. Shador Sanders, yeah. I think that's about it for our quarterbacks. I don't think there's anybody to trade for that I'm really interested. Or even interested that's going to be traded for. We could trade for a solid corner. With this getting our third round pick, yes. Eh. We could definitely get some extra 7th round picks for this is next year's third. Oh, Buffalo is trading us the 3rd round pick 91 and pick 126 for 4th round. I don't think there's any trade offer that's really that interesting. We could just trade with the Cowboys. Could trade with New York. Maybe, I don't know. We could be a trade target. Okay. Is there a chance Corey Trice? No. Let's try a 2nd round pick. That'll probably get us some solid players. Keon Coleman. But would give us a 4th round pick. Ollie Gordon. Ricky Pearsall? Huh. 49ers are offering us Ricky Pearsall. That would be a speedster to team up on this team. Dude. Or we could get Endonai Mitchell, who's still kind of like a rookie, going to his 2nd year. Chuba. Damn. And all the Panthers are going to trade away Chuba. We can get the The Jalen Hurts duplicate. Jonah Sinker. Logan Wilson went to Seattle. Kendrick Bourne. Probably I might be thinking of Ricky Pearsall or Adonai Mitchell. I like Ricky Pearsall. Alright, let's get this Ricky Pearsall. I definitely do need a 49ers second round pick if it needs to work. They could probably have one of our receivers. Crap, I'll give you Ben. You want him? Trades in the green. What do the 49ers need? A defensive tackle? Left guard? Halfback. Jack Driscoll. Let's see about defensive tackle. You know what? Sorry, Logan. Future fifth, maybe? It's almost there. I just gotta... Totally not that. Oh. I kind of like Roman Wilson. I'll give you guys a future six. And a backup defensive tackle will probably about do it. Or backup left guard. Nope. Still not in the green. Still round 6. You gotta be kidding me. How about that? And a future 6. Deal. 5th or whatever. Damn, you guys want everything. I'll give you Dante. I'll give you Dante. Well, I'm gonna probably have to accept it the way it is. I'll probably just accept it. So I'm just gonna trade away the 2nd round pick, and I'm gonna get Ricky Pearsall. Or I can also get Marvin Mims. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out Ricky. Alright, that's a deal. A deal's a deal. Got Ricky Pearsall as our receiver too, to pair up with DK Metcalf. Not a bad start. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. Could we into Mendoza? Maybe Dante Moore? Dante Moore looks like he did good in his combine. Compared to Fernando Mendoza. But look at Winarius Sellers. Should I maybe go for Winarius? I might go for Winarius. He's still on the board. I like Sellers. He actually looks pretty good. To be like an actual quarterback. Let's look at that here. So if Sellers is still on the board, I could probably get him as a quarterback, and could definitely draft him, maybe an offensive lineman or a future replacement for Cameron Hayward, because I feel like he's getting up there in age, or he's already retired. Yeah, Hayward's gone. I don't see him. He is absolutely gone. And maybe we could get a defensive tackle that might be a stud.
Welcome.
Okay. But we do have the 19th pick, so. Okay. The Titans do have the first pick of the draft. The first pick of the 2026 NFL Draft. The Titans select. Let's see here. Bain Jr. out of Miami. Good pick by Tennessee. Jets, they might have to go quarterback. And it's going to be Fernando Mendoza for the second pick out of Indiana. Cardinals are now on the clock. Parker. TJ Parker. Raiders might have a chance to get their franchise quarterback. I hope they get... hopefully they get Dante Moore. Yep. Alright, good. So the Raiders select Dante Moore out of Oregon. So that's good that... Cleveland Browns, they might take a quarterback. I don't want Honorius. Jordan Tyson. Yeah, Jordan Tyson, receiver. Solid pick. This pick is going to worry me. And Cleveland didn't take a quarterback. But the Rams might get. Or I might have to trade with the Saints. And Rams got Sowers. Crap. We can still get Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs is still there. Carson Beck. But he's kind of like a poor acceleration. How about Garrett Nussmeier? Robertson. Yeah, I feel like the quarterbacks. Was there any good? Oh, Tate is still out there. He's actually pretty good. Let me pause the draft so I can make a decision here. Because, yeah, we can still try to pick. Or we could just go get Carson Beck. Or let's trade with the Miami Dolphins so they can get a quarterback. Or we might have to trade for a quarterback. We could have gotten Lenore Sellers by trading with the Rams. Wait, I wonder where's... Tower Shell. I'm probably going to have to trade for Tua. That's going to be probably the choice. Because you had a rest of the QB. It's going to have to be this pick. Put over salary cap. Yeah, that's not good. I'm going to have to find... I'm going to have to do a cheaper option. I know I said I like Jalen Milroe. I don't think that's going to be worth a first-round pick, though. Or we can trade away Jalen Ramsey. Let's see here. No, he does. Actually, this will be the time I might just simulate the draft. See what we got. Probably what the CPU card can see. I don't know what we could do right now. So, alright. Grady Jarrett got traded. So, who do we got at quarterback? Nobody. They didn't draft a quarterback. Okay. I might have to rock with Will Howard. That's going to be probably the choice. Yeah, that's going to be probably the choice. I mean, even though we did draft a quarterback like last year before. So, yeah, could definitely do something here with Will Howard. I probably forgot to look at the draft picks that we did. Probably doesn't matter. That's probably all I'm going to probably do for this episode. I mean, I'm probably not going to play any games, though. Because, yeah, about to slump. But I'll try episode 2 when I can. So, alright then. See you guys in the next one.